Corporate buybacks are manipulation at its finest. A stock buyback or a corporate buyback is when a company repurchases its own shares from the market, reducing the total shares available and often boosting the stock price, benefiting shareholders by increasing their ownership percentage. And a lot of times what happens throughout history is that they get bailed out because they go bankrupt, right? These companies are not profitable, they go bankrupt, economic trouble.
Care package available for delivery.
The Federal Reserve, because they're too big to fail, right? These companies have, 1,000 employees, 2,000 employees, they're speculating about if they go bankrupt, then all these employees will have no jobs. The Federal Reserve bails them out,
Archangel making
and then they
noise.
take that money and they buy their own stock price, increasing the price to the stock and making themselves rich. That's not exactly how it goes, but that's the gist. And this is a problem with this specific policy. Now, this policy, to be honest with you, I don't know what she's thinking. She wants to increase capital gains to 28% for people that make over $1 million annually. For Americans who make $1 million a year or more, the tax rate on their long-term capital gains will increase from 20% to 28%. Now, what bothers me is that people that make over $1 million a year are producing jobs in the economy in a lot of cases. They're producing value in the economy, and they're essentially holding their fair share of what's going on.
Care package delivery.
That don't work, that get a lot of benefits for not working, and this is such a small number in my opinion. If you gotta make $1 million a year, that is not considered easy in any way, shape, or form. It seems again like she's trying to play Robin Hood, but the truth is that she's putting a tax on people that actually produce value for the world. And to me, I don't like that as an entrepreneur because I know it takes to be an entrepreneur. I know how much risk I have to put on my shoulders as an entrepreneur. There's a lot of people that make maybe less than $100K a year. They do not have to take the type of risk that I have to take. So in my personal opinion, I think this is a direct attack on the value produced in America, and I do not
send an impact grenade.
Now, there's so many other policies that you guys should look into for yourselves to do your own research. But the general gist is this, in my personal opinion, I think she's making a lot of short-term moves, a lot of political moves. If you notice, her goal is to rebuild the middle class, right? So she's essentially trying to give a whole bunch of money to the middle and lower class while kind of taking it from the rich to the poor. See, the problem with this is that it gets votes, for sure, it's going to get some votes, but is it the long-term necessary thing that we need for the United States? Personally, I would say no. I would say that there's other ways you can incentivize productivity in the country. What I believe is that you don't just get somebody that doesn't deserve it money out of thin air. You do it sometimes, right? There's nothing wrong with giving. I give to the homeless all the time. To make it official policies, to me, it sounds kind of crazy. I believe in fostering economic value. My goal is to incentivize people that are producing value in the country and make sure that they can keep doing it. And maybe they can even multiply what they've learned on other people so that they can do it too. And next thing you know, this will be the greatest exporting country in the world, right? Maybe we'll get back to our former glory in the Industrial Revolution when people are buying things from us instead of just buying things from other people. But what's happening is to see Kamala Harris, in my opinion, so what I've seen in general, just giving a whole bunch of money to a whole bunch of random people and taking it from very rich billionaires. Sure, billionaires have a lot of power. Of course they do. But they obviously know something that poor people don't. And there's a reason they got to where they are. So personally, I believe reality is fair. No matter what strategic advantage you throw up with, in general, I personally believe that there's a way to even the playing field. I think that there's a lot of people that invest in innovation that the billionaires can't see. For example, cryptocurrency. There's a lot of billionaires, like a vast majority of the billionaires do not see it.
No medal for second place.
And there's a lot of people like me and you that have invested in this that will get a strategic advantage because of this. Do I believe that certain people get dealt a bad hand in life? Yes, I do believe that 100,000%. I do believe that there's certain people based on their background, how much money they make, where they were raised, all inhibit them from growing in reality. I believe this 100%. But in general, I believe reality is fair. I believe that over a long period of time, anyone can get out of any economic situation as long as they put in the work, they have the character, and they keep pushing forward. And this is actually something I dealt with in my life. I was broke, I was poor.
CIA's a bunch of proud bastards. They won't forget this.
We'll take that victory lap now.
And those people that come from nothing usually produce the most value. So I think this needs to be incentivized. Maybe education systems, like why is the money going to education systems to help people?
Tango neutralized.
Help people build businesses, science, and things like this. I think that's more important. They're just taking money from other people and giving it to them, right? I think it's just a short-term band-aid fix. That's my personal opinion. And since you guys know I believe in the Bible, Proverbs 10:4 says, lazy hands make for poverty, but diligent hands bring wealth. So it's not Kamala Harris that brings wealth. I believe God brings wealth. And I believe diligence, hard work, right, wisdom, these things bring wealth, not Kamala Harris. Also, 2 Thessalonians 3:10.